Huh? What's going on? Oh, hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome. Sorry, I just woke up here. Welcome to the Thursday morning B&B special Thanksgiving edition. Good to see you all here today. And I've just been dropped off some breakfast. I don't know. It's crazy. You ever just like wake up and you're like, what the fuck's going on? Where the hell am I? I was just like, making out with Julia Child on like Mars or some shit, and you're like, now all of a sudden you're in your bed, and anyway, it's fucking crazy. Good morning, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving to you all. Big slate of games today. Of course, every Thursday or every Thanksgiving you got the 3 games, which is why I'm doing a live version of this show, because it's like, what, I'm gonna release a show in the morning and you got like 2 hours to watch it. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it live then. Why not? I haven't done the BnB live. You get to see me eat my breakfast live. I don't know. That's not so great. You probably, I'll try to lower the chewing noises, and for your benefit. Anyway, so good morning, you all. We're gonna do some normal shit. Hey, I've got like an actual fucking itinerary here and shit. And we're missing something. There we go. A little music. There we go. If it drowns me out, folks, let me know, because I can't hear what's going on. I'm not one of those dudes that wears like the fucking headphones and shit. I'm gonna sit up. This is crazy. Oh no, don't spill. All right. So, good morning, everyone piling in. I'm gonna give you guys a second to come in here. Good to see you all. So, of course, I'm going to do a normal Thursday BnB where I'm going to go over. But see, this time we got 3 games to go over. So here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to tell you guys about, each of the game. We're going to go one by one to the games. I'm going to tell you a bump, a bench, a sleeper, and a bust alert. That's probably very loud. Hold on a second. Jesus Christ. Edward Grigg, get over yourself, sir. That's sorry. There we go. I'm going to turn that down. There we go. Okay. That should be okay. If for some reason it's not, let me know. Anyway. So, yeah, we're going to go over all those things for each of the games, okay? I'm going to talk about some of the guys, that I like as well, here and there. I'll answer your specific questions you got up here. All right, we're going to go through right now. Rushman, first up on the board, number 1, Tyrant in the house. What's up, Rushman? Happy Thanksgiving to you. Yeah. Get the turkey going. Get those guns up. That's what I like. Arcade and Claw Nerd. That's kind of cool. Time to have a Thanksgiving, Tyrant. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. Happy Thanksgiving to you, man. Arcade and Claw Nerd. Like, you play those claw machines and shit? My grandma was really good at those. Like that was like one of my grandma's like kind of hidden talents. It was like she could fucking dominate those goddamn machines. So anyway. What up? What is up, everybody? Good morning. So thank you, sir. What else we got? Some questions. I'm gonna get to the questions here in just a second. What's up, Ty? How you feeling, Pan? Hey, thanks for the question there. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm doing all right. I'm getting over it. For those of you who don't know, I wasn't taking care of myself all that great, not getting all the sleep I needed, not eating at the right times and all the right shit and that sort of thing. And, just been working so hard trying to bring out this awesome content to you guys that, I end up with fucking old man disease at the age of 39. I'm almost 40. Got a couple weeks on that. I'll tell you more about that later. But, anyway, so I got, I keep wanting to call it rickets. It ain't fucking rickets. It's crazy. No, shingles. Anyway, it sucks, dude. It's like having the worst flu you've ever had in your life, mixed with like your arm being on fire, and it fucking sucks. You don't want to have it. Anyway, so that's part of the reason why I'm doing a live version of this, because doctor says I need to get rest. So for the next couple weeks, I'm gonna be cutting a couple corners here and there, maybe doing some more live shows, like you saw on the waiver wire. I did like a faceless one. Anyway, so thanks. You got more people coming in. Lots of questions coming. I'm gonna answer those questions here in a little bit. Let's see. I'm gonna get back to. I just want to get to all the intros and shit out of the way. Thanks. Happy Thanksgiving. Super thankful for all your help this season. Gobble. Hey, thanks, Carolyn. Thanks for your support. We're gonna get to all that shit. Happy Thanksgiving, my man. Smoking the turkey on grill today. Hey, speaking of smoking, let's get a little wake and bake going, right? I never do that for the Thursday BnB. Why did I do that? Why did I think about that today and not 10 weeks ago? Anyway, so here we go. I've got a little bit of monkey berries here. I think it's like a cross between Gorilla Glue and like blueberry string. But anyway, fire in the hole for you all. Happy Thanksgiving hit to start off the show. Wake and bake. Every time I wake and bake, every time we hear wake and bake, of course I think shake and bake. And a lot of people, when they hear shake and bake, they think of Talladega Nights, right? With the Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, shake and bake, yeah. But see, what I think about is I think that old commercial from the '90s, I think it was, with the little girl, it's shake and bake, and I'll help. So it's so every time I wake and bake, it's like my bong sing to me. It's like it's wake and bake, and I'll help. Okay, that now we've gone completely insane, and I don't blame that one person for leaving. So anyway, I got a fucking hot breakfast here. I got to start this up. So here's what I got. Going simple this morning because we got the turkey day. We got the big fucking meal ahead of us, right? So I've got it's like porridge, but it ain't porridge. It feels just right, but it ain't porridge. It's cream of wheat. I haven't had cream of wheat in a long-ass time, so it's kind of a treat there for me. But anyway, I don't know why that paused. Did I hit the button or something? Anyway, it doesn't matter. So let's I'm gonna take a bite here and then we're gonna get into it. All right, I promise. Just kind of giving people time to come in here. It's good. We got buttered toast, just regular buttered toast. I don't need jam all the time. It's good. Keeping it light and simple, Good morning. Can't start my morning without the coffee, right? Start it off with a bang. See, on the normal shows, I'm able to cut through all that. So bear with me on that part of it. But join me. Have some breakfast, dude. Fuck it. Hold on. Sorry, I got to find. Oh, there we go. All right. So let's get to it. Hold on. Happy Turkey Day, bro. Hey, hashtag Tyrant King. That's right. Put that up wherever you're going because I got a big contest going on with the hashtag Tyrant King. I'll tell you more about that. I'm going to, let's see. Cheers. Happy 420. Yeah, there you go. It could be it's like 6 minutes until it's 420 somewhere. Let's get it. It's Big Cass. He's the king, and he rules Matt's ass. That's funny. Those two. Wake and bake. Yeah. Love it. All right. Bloody Mary and white wine. Shake and bake. Yeah. Love it. All right. So, now, for those of you who have questions, I'm going to get to those here in a second. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get some of those out of the way first. If you have questions, put them down there. The ones that are there now, I'm going to answer for you guys real quick. Because I don't want to make you sit and wait. I mean, especially if you don't have anyone playing today. I mean, whatever. Or if you're in a hurry, what have you. Let's see. Let me get through it. Okay, so Mark. What's up, Mark Meltzer? How's it going, man? You related to Dave Meltzer, like the wrestling reporter guy? Anyway, if Lamb is out, do I play Elijah Moore, Renfro, Bateman, Landry, or Hilliard? Hilliard. I'm gonna go with Bateman on this one. The dude's been impressive. I like him. He's been playing. He's been getting a little bit more attention even than Hollywood. So I think that continues. They're gonna it's gonna be split evenly. You're looking at probably about 10 targets apiece for those two. And with that, I think Bateman can get 8 or so catches. Get it close to 100 yards, probably a touchdown. So, you're looking at probably somewhere between 15 and 20 points for Bateman. Now, Renfro is a good, solid play as well, but I just think that Bateman has more of an upside. And in fact, might, they probably have a similar floor, but Bateman's got a higher ceiling. So I'm going to go Bateman on that one. Good question, though. Let's see. Let's go through here. Blah, blah. It's hard for me to see what it says there, so sorry if I have to click through the questions to figure out. Okay, so Nicholas. What's up, Nicholas? Happy Thanksgiving to you, my man. What do you think about playing Pollard since Ingram is banged up? I'm guessing that's because you have Ingram and Pollard because they're not really related on the same thing. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, I do like Pollard actually this week. I think that Pollard can be kind of sleepy, kind of sneaky. I don't have him down as one of my sleepers or anything like that. I do talk about him a little bit. So, we'll get more into that. But I'd say Pollard is a good play this week. Yeah, Muth, not much. Or Knox. I like Muth. I'm going to talk about Knox a little bit later, but I'm just going to say I like Muth, and I'll get into it more later on. So let me see if there's any more questions here. We got lots of happy Thanksgivings. Good. I just wanted to get all the intros that way. I guess I could. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, here we go. Smokey the Cat. That's your name is Smokey the Cat. That's cool. What's up, Smokey the Cat? Or should I say Mr. or Mrs. Cat? Anyway, what defensive play this week? Chicago, Philadelphia, Rams, Baltimore, Carolina, Green Bay. Yeah, it's a lot. I do like Chicago. I talk about them here in a little bit. So, we'll get into that. Let's sit up here. Keep sliding down. I don't know what the hell that was. Okay, so I like Philly. I do. And, Rams are hit and miss. I'm not so about them this week. Carolina, I really like. If I have to choose one of them, I'm leaning toward Carolina. I'm actually starting Carolina in a lot of leagues myself, so it's not like just some bullshit. A lot of people say weird shit like they think like fantasy people they don't tell the truth. Like, oh no, they're just telling you to start that guy because they really want to start, so and so, and they want to fuck you over. Like, who does that? Whose theory is that? Who came up with that first? Because it's kind of stupid, actually. There's no way I would do that. I'm not gonna risk my reputation for that kind of shit. I can win games until I got one guy, this dude Mikey. I don't know if you watch the light right now, pipe up, sir. But I play in a league with him. He's in my armchair quarterback league, and the guy will watch the show, and then he'll go and I'll see on my phone fucking Ultimate Warriors has picked up so and so. I was dude, I was just talking about him, bastard. I'm just kidding, dude. Yeah, it's he's asking me for advice on how to beat me. Anyway, it's fun. We have a great time. So this week though, they're going up against Miami, who's given up the 7th most fantasy points to opposing defenses, and so I'm big on Carolina this week. They've been pretty good overall. I don't think that Miami is going to be a big scoring game. They're banged up a lot. I like Carolina this week, barely over Chicago. Matt coming back. Screw you, Cass. You're going down this week, and White Widow. My bad. So yeah, you're smoking the White Widow, dude. That's a fucking classic brand, man. That is a classic. Yeah. Just like the classic games coming to you for Thanksgiving, right? That's a classic. Smoking the Cat. Should I start Bateman or Pollard? I'm going Bateman. I'm in love with this guy. Totally. I don't know. I should hang up posters of him. I love him. Anyway. Dude, I'm all over Bateman. I gotta admit it. It's a good matchup this week too. It is. Pollard could be sneaky, but of course, you got Zeke in there. I think both of them have a really good game. I will say this. I think that they both have pretty good games for what they do. I think Pollard's between 10 and 15. I think that Zeke gets you just around 15, maybe up to 18, 20 at the most. But, solid games from the both. However, when we're talking PPR, of course, I mean, tell me if it's otherwise. But as far as I know, it's going to PPR. And in PPR, yeah, I'm going Bateman because you're facing, and Cleveland is they're okay against wide receivers, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter the matchup. I mean, he's just been playing so well. Yeah, last week he didn't do quite as well. I think game script pretty much told the tale there. Which I mean, it was just a slow game, but that's what Chicago does to you. They've always done that. But anyway, so to answer your question, Bateman. There you go. I just think that he's going to get a lot of targets from Lamar Jackson. He's just going to continue to do that. He's getting, I'm looking at, 10, 11 targets in this game. I'm thinking, 8 or 9 catches. Yeah, I like it. We already did that. Let's go up here. What I got? How the fuck do I say that? Oh, I see. Okay. What? Am I blind? Calcium oxide, I guess. I don't know. 0.5 PPR. Start Waddle, Mooney, or Eli Mitchell. And half-point PPR, of course, that means that you're not favoring the wide receivers quite so much. But I'm telling you, I'm going to put this thing down. But I'm telling you, I like Mitchell. I do. But I think Mooney's got a good chance to score some points. A-Rob's not around, which wouldn't normally matter that much anyway, because, he hasn't been much at all. But with Dalton playing, you figure, okay, A-Rob might be a little bit better, but he's not in the game. So I like Mooney. I like Mooney a lot. I think he's going to get a lot of targets. Eli Mitchell should do fine. You know what? It's half-point PPR. That does make it tougher, actually. That does make it a little bit closer. Let me look at something real quick, because I really do like Mitchell. I mean, and I'm a Niners fan, so it's a surprise to me too, just like anybody else. He's questionable. He's probably gonna play. So Minnesota's not that great against running backs. If Mitchell, as long as Mitchell plays, I'm playing him. Thing is, you got to decide whether or not you're going to play Mooney or not. So, I mean, that is definitely a conundrum. You know what? Be bold. Go with Mitchell. I like it. I think he's got a great matchup. In fact, I'll be probably talking about him on benches and bumps. So, go with Mitchell. If it was full PPR, I might go more toward Mooney. They would be a lot closer. But in this case, I'm giving the slight edge to Mitchell on that one. Hey, you're playing Mooney this morning? Fuck yeah, I am. As long as you don't have a top, like a top RB1 or RB2 or something like that to play over him. Yeah, I love it. Naughty 42. Ooh, naughty. Devontae Smith to Cole Beasley, 4-point PPR. Yeah. I like Devontae Smith. I think that the game tonight, I'm going to talk about that too, of course. I just think it's going to be a little more low scoring than, say, your normal Buffalo Bills. Either way, either that or the Bills are going to blow him out of the fucking water, but you never know who he's going to throw to. Devontae Smith, is going to get some targets. That is Hurts' guy. And even though Hurts doesn't necessarily throw a lot and they're running a lot more, I just feel like, if somebody's going to be getting balls, it's going to be Hurts and it's going to be Goddard. That's it. I mean, I'm sorry. Devontae Smith, it's going to be Goddard, from Hurts. So, yeah, I mean, I do like Devontae Smith. And one other thing to add on to that is that they're going up against the Giants. And the Giants are giving up the 10th most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. So, I like Devontae Smith this week. Go with them. Good question then, Naughty. I know, yeah, like you come on Naughty, and I want to talk Naughty. You're like, ooh, yeah, Devontae Smith. Yeah, Turkey. What's up? So many questions here. Damn, am I going to get to the fucking BnB part of it? Listen, here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna answer questions up until right here. All right, I'm going to get to you, Michelle, and then as soon as I'm done with Michelle, any other questions you're going to have to wait until after I get through the BnB. Okay, All right, the benches and bumps. If you didn't know, if you couldn't figure it out. So what do we got here? We did that. We did that. All right, pick one to start: Mooney, Gallup, OBJ, or Landry. Mooney, go Mooney. I can't trust OBJ yet, and Gallup. I mean, it depends. I mean, if Lamb, you know what? Either way, I like Mooney. But I think it's possible Lamb starts. And if that's the case, Gallup kind of goes to the back a little bit. And besides which, Cedric Wilson's been getting a lot of attention. It hasn't really been just Gallup when Cooper and Lamb have been out. And Schultz is getting a lot too, and I'm going to talk about him here in a little bit. Excuse me. So that's what I like. And Landry ain't done shit no matter what's going on. And I don't give a fuck. I'm done starting any of the wide receivers from the Browns, to be honest. Unless you're starting whoever's the starting running backs. Hunt might be coming back, and that's a good one. But anyway, no Landry. Not doing OBJ for, just until I see it. I got to see it first. So anyway, there you go. Mooney this morning. Michelle, yep, we sure as fuck are. Also roll with Titans or Steelers. Yeah. That's a good question. Let me take a look at something real quick. Because, Pittsburgh's been up and down. And I do like them overall as a defense. Not just in the NFL, but in fantasy as well. And, it just depends from week to week. It's kind of like a matchup-based thing for me. And it's kind of a middling, matchup against Cincinnati this week. So, personally, it's not, they haven't been so hot lately. And that's the thing. The Titans, on the other hand, bring something up here for you just a second. Because, I look up all this shit, but there's so much shit to remember. I don't have like a computer for a brain. Plus, like over here, it's like 7 some odd in the morning. I got up at 3:30 my time this morning to get shit ready for this, all right? So bear with me here. I'm going to drink some more coffee just for that. Okay, so what do we got here? New England's giving it the 50. So, whatever. But Tennessee has been turning it on a lot. Give me a slight lean toward Tennessee. If the Phillies D is out there, if the Panthers D is out there, get them. But otherwise, yeah. Tennessee slight lean there for you. Good question. Cass, what's up, Big Cass? Schultz or Waller this week? Man, Waller's hard to. It's hard to want to sit him. But I understand why you do, especially when you're talking about Schultz, because I actually really like Schultz this week, and I am going to talk about that in a little bit here. But it's Waller the baller. I know he hasn't had quite the season. Everyone's so down on him, but it's like actually, honestly, he hasn't had that bad of a season. He's still in a top 5 tight end. I guess you call that a bust if he's not number 2, right? I don't know. Yeah, I got to just stick with Waller. Don't get cute with it. It's okay. Schultz should have a good game, but Waller has a good matchup too. So, he's a stud. Got to stick with him. Pam, what's up? Happy Thanksgiving, my darling. Elijah Moore, Hunter Renfrow, Jalen Waddle, please rank from best to worst this week. Thanks. I like, the thing about Moore that's interesting is that, okay, so you got Zach Wilson coming back, and I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't know if it's going to help him, hurt him, or otherwise. I think it's going to hurt him, and the reason why is because of his connection, Wilson's connection with Davis, and I think that's going to hurt Elijah Moore. So, if I have to go between them, I'm going to give this slight nod out to Hunter Renfrow. And it could be wrong. And Elijah Moore could have a really good game. That could definitely happen. So, yeah, there you go. I like Hunter Renfrow. I like Elijah Moore and then Waddle. And the reason, and it's not that I'm down on Waddle so much as, let me just bring up something real quick. I just don't think that it's going to be and I just don't think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. I really don't. You know what? Actually, let me do that. Let me do. I'm gonna put Waddle in at number 2. I'm gonna put Elijah. Oh gosh, no, it's so hard. That's a really really good question. Actually, I gotta give you props on that. That's a damn good question. Let me. I want to bring up some information because I don't want to just go off the cuff on that one. There's just too many factors for that. So let me check something real quick. So Elijah Moore, like I said, Davis is back in, and I wouldn't necessarily be down on him for that reason and that reason alone. But because Elijah Moore's been so good. But I just worry because Zach Wilson, runs that offense like garbage, and it's not a good. Sorry, I'm trying to bring up some actual facts and stats, not just gut shit here. I mean, it's not a bad matchup. It's a good matchup, really. Houston's given up a lot to wide receivers. So I'm going to put Elijah Moore up a little bit, actually. So let me try to go over that again. Like I said, that's tough. I do think Hunter Renfro's okay. I just don't think that's going to be that high scoring. So actually, looking at it, I'm going to go a little bit opposite of what I said. Put Hunter Renfro in there last. I actually like Jalen Waddle because there isn't much to further. So go Waddle, Moore, Renfro. That's it. So you just watch my process. This is what I do to get things ready. So you see, this is what's special about this live show. You got to watch my wheels turn. It's not all that great. I need something to eat. I'm going to take another bite of the cream of wheat. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do 2 more questions, and then for the rest of you, the questions, I will get to them, I promise. I'm just got to get through the B&B here, all right? Because we got a half hour to go. So, Pam Good, Manuel Sanders, Tevin Coleman, Dante Foreman. Pick 2, please. Sit Coleman. I think that Ty Johnson has a better game there than Coleman. I think Coleman gets like the first, he gets the early down work. But I think there's going to be a lot of pass catching downs. All right. So I like Ty Johnson for that reason. Thank you. Oh, I mean, I like him. So that therefore sit Coleman, I guess is my point. All right. There you go. Michelle, hey, standard scoring. Pick 2. Mooney, Thielen, Brown. Jeez. That's a good problem to have. A lot of people were down on Thielen earlier in the season. I wasn't. It's just like, I think he's going to be fine. I don't know why everyone wants to be down on Adam Thielen. Like they don't believe in him because he's an undrafted free agent. Dude is fucking awesome. I'm starting him. I don't give a shit. I'm not sitting him. So I like him in there for sure. Now, so the real question is between Brown and Mooney. And normally I would say Brown. And I might still. Problem is he's going up against New England. New England is pretty stout. I mean, they're giving up the bottom 5 in numbers against wide receivers. So, they're top 5 against them. So that's pretty good. And he hasn't, last 3 games, he hasn't eclipsed double-digit fantasy points. So I'm a little down on him there. I got to give the slight lean to Mooney then. Yeah. I'm sitting A.J. Brown. I know I hate to do it. I have him in some leagues, and I gotta think about that too, Michelle. Anyway, so I've got some more questions coming in here, lots more questions, and I'm gonna get to those. I promise. All right. So stick around for that. I'm gonna get to those questions. Also, if you're a Patreon member, you get your questions answered first, or at least I try. So anyway, so let's get into it. Because we got 3 games today. I'm going to go through each of them. I'm going to tell you who to bench, who to bump. I'm also going to give you some sleepers and bust alerts for each one, all right? Because it is your morning BnB. And BnB kind of stands for breakfast and bed. And hopefully you're having some of that with me right here. I have to take a little bite. Num, num, num. All right, here we go. Yeah. Breakfast in bed, gotta love it. But BnB also stands for benches and bumps, benches and bumps, benches and bumps. Yeah, live a cappella version with a little bit of Edvard Grieg in the background. Gotta love it. Excuse me. So, all right, let's start off with the morning game. For some of us, on the West Coast anyway. Chicago Bears, Detroit Lions. All right? Traditional. The traditional. Yeah, gotta love it. Except, you know, the Bears banged up. Both sides are banged up. But, I mean, I expect the Bears to come on top of this. I'm not going to get cute with it. I'm not going to say the Lions are going to upset. A lot of people are like, oh, Coach Nagy's going to lose his job because the Bears are going to lose the Lions. Bears are going to lose the Lions. If it does, I'll be fucking surprised. But anyway, my bump of this game is going to David Montgomery. Hey, we were all waiting for all of us who own David Montgomery. He was showing that he's a solid high-end RB2, which is where you chose him. Any of you out there who are expecting more than that from him, you're crazy. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Get the fuck out of here. All right? No, dude is solid. And in this game, it's going to be good. I mean, it's the fucking purring pussycats of Detroit. All right? The purring pussycats of the Motor City. I don't like it. I don't like them. I don't like their defense. They don't stop running backs, okay? This is not what they do. The bottom three, in fact, at stopping running backs in fantasy. It just hasn't been it hasn't been like a great year for Monty, with the injuries and things like that. But he's been pretty serviceable. I mean, you're looking at, like I said, high-end RB2 numbers. You're looking at right around 15 fantasy points a game. Now, here's the thing. Last couple of weeks, he hasn't been so great coming back. But that's what you expect with running backs when they come back from injury. Usually takes a couple weeks for them to get back in the mix. And then that third week, bam. All right? Look what Saquon Barkley did at the beginning of the season. It's a thing. If you pay attention, if you played this game as long as I have, you start noticing shit like that. All right? So running backs, I've found, when they come back from injury, the first two games, I sit them. Okay? Then I unleash him. Unleash David Montgomery this one. He had the best game of the season so far in week 4 against the Lions. 22.6 fantasy points. Dude, I love it. I don't think he may not get quite that much. I'm thinking like around 15, 16 fantasy points thereabouts, but that's a solid start for him. All right. And the biggest stat here is I'm going to make sure on this. Oh, yeah, the Lions suck a cat's asshole. So there you go. Bump up David Montgomery this week. Love Monty. All right? As far as my sleeper for this week, actually, it's the Lions defense. Yeah. I mean, what if? It's like a morning game. It's okay. It's at least early, right? It's an early game. It's a short week. They want to hurry up and have their fucking Thanksgiving. They're tired of all the crazy COVID fucking, restrictions and shit. They just probably want to, get through it. It could be a very low scoring game, in which case the Lions D can actually do well. Yeah, they suck ass. The Lions D isn't great, but actually over the past 2 weeks, they've been all right. They scored 7 points against Pittsburgh, 11 against Cleveland. So they're not nothing. They're not gonna fucking win you your week, but they could, I'd say like a DFS, like if you're gonna punt, or something like that, you might think of punting the Lions D. Excuse me. Bears actually bottom 5 against fantasy defenses. And Dalton's not gonna help too much with this, all right? He throws picks. He turns the ball over. It could be a very sneaky play. I'm not saying you go out and you pick them up and you start them this week necessarily, but it could be a sneaky, like you said, DFS punt play, and that's valuable. All right. And then speaking of DFS, I got some shit going on. I keep telling you guys I got a big announcement about it, and I do, but you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer because I got to work some things out because I want to make sure to get you guys some free money. To give you some free money so you can make more money. Who the fuck does that? Me, this guy, and I'll tell you more about it in, the next show or so. I'm thinking by benches and bumps Saturday morning. Anyway, where was I? Okay, so yeah, it could be a sleeper, the Lions D. Now let's move on to the benches in this game, and I'm putting Cole Kmet on the pine. All right, I like the kid. I think he's talented. But Detroit's real only strength on the defense happens to be against the tight ends, where they're allowing only the 11th least fantasy points to opposing tight ends. And Cole Kmet is talented, like I say, but the quarterback situation is iffy. Andy Dalton's not. He's it's funny. Some people are like, "Oh, Andy Dalton likes tight ends." No, it doesn't. Who said that? I can't remember. I don't remember who it was, but I didn't want to come out and just like bitch slap him on the fucking internet. Be like, "No, fuck you, you idiot." No, they don't. But people do it to me all the time, so maybe I should do it to them anyway. Kmet has only one game over 10 fantasy points. Only one game over 10 fantasy points this season. It's just I can't start him. Not even in DFS. This game it's basically you're not playing anybody unless it's a stud for the most part. To be honest, that's just how I feel. It's unless they're a stud, and David Montgomery is kind of on the cusp there. I don't know if I call him a stud, but anyway, for the most part, you're not starting anybody outside who you normally would start in this game. So my bust alert though for this game is TJ Hawkinson. Now here's the thing: over the past, I think it was like 4 out of the past 5 games or 5 out of the past 6 games, he's getting double-digit fantasy points, and he's showing that he's not the bust that he was in the beginning of the season. So I do like TJ Hawkinson overall, but for this game, I think he is a bust, and he very well could be. The Bears are pretty stout against tight ends. They're only allowing the 8th least fantasy points to opposing tight ends. So it's debatable whether or not you think he's a bust this season. I don't think he's necessarily. I think that Goff sucks, and that's about it. Hawk has played, pretty well recently. He could do fine in this game. I'm just a little bit worried just because it's, a better matchup for other players. And I just think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I do. Watch it be a barn burner now. And fucking toss this shit aside. Anyway, so there you go. That's for that game. All right? Let's go on to the next one. Like I said, I'm going to get to all your questions. All right? The Q&A portion. I did a little bit earlier. All right? But get all your questions down there. And, boy, there's a lot. But I'm going to knock them all out. I don't give a shit. I'm going to eat a little bit more of this, though. This is good. Cream of wheat. Doesn't that make you feel like, I don't know, it just makes you feel at home. What's funny? I was talking about how, I got shingles, for those of you who didn't know. So, which is basically like chicken pox revenge. Like you had chicken pox as a kid and you got over it. And then there's like a long waiting game. And chicken pox is just waiting in your system. It's like, I'm going to fuck with you later on. You're not going to, when you least expect it, like nearly 40 years down the road, I'm going to fucking get you. Boy, does it ever, right? Now, what's funny is I remember when I had chickenpox when I was 3, and you know what I did? I was pretty much quarantined, and I ate cream of wheat and buttered toast. Fucking weird. You didn't care about that. Doesn't matter. Let's move on. Las Vegas Raiders versus the Dallas Cowboys in the afternoon game. So, my bump of the week in that game, my bump of the week, bump of the day, bump of the game, all right, is Dalton Schultz. Talked about him earlier, okay? Guy's had an up and down season, but at this point, I think it's predictable. And what it is it depends on the health of the wide receivers, okay? If Lamb is out, I expect a huge game. But even if he plays, with no Cooper, I think that Schultz could have a good game. Now, when all the pass catchers for the Lions, fuck that shit. Where did that come from? From the Cowboys. When all the pass catchers from the Cowboys are healthy, then I'm sitting Schultz. But, if one or two of them are banged up, Schultz shoots up the ladder there for me. So let me break it down. Break it down. Degeneration X, yeah. Dak loves Dalton Schultz. He got 8 targets last game. He over 11 fantasy points. But here's the thing. So, what does that say? Oh yeah, I've already covered that there. So the Raiders are struggling against tight ends. They're the 3rd worst, in fact. So yeah. I feel like the Raiders, they're going to be struggling against the wide receivers, just like we struggle at the end of Thanksgiving night. After we've already had the turkey and we've eaten the pie and shit, and we're sitting on the couch. Yeah, just like we're struggling to get up out of it. It's like, it's time to go. Like, fuck, I can't get out of this goddamn couch. I'm just gonna sleep here. Wake me up in the morning. Just like we struggle to get up out of that damn couch, the Raiders struggle against tight ends. All right. That's what. There you go. There's your Thanksgiving reference. Ha ha ha. Funny, good shit, right? Love it. Okay. I love Dalton Schultz this week. Start him up. If you wanna know if I like him over certain guys, put the question down there. All right. That's all I can say. Put the question. What is it? This way. There you go. Put the question over here. Whatever. Or it's below you. I don't know what the fuck it is for you guys. Depends on where you're watching it, I guess. So anyway, your sleeper for this week is Bryan Edwards. Yeah. I know Hunter Renfro's going to get his. All right? And Captain Guyliner McBedshitter isn't going to necessarily light it up. But if the Cowboys light it up, like if Lamb plays, hey, I could see a big game from Dak in that case. And if that's the case, then McBedshitter is going to have to fucking do some work. And he's going to have to throw it downfield. And since Ruggs has been gone, his downfield guy is Edwards. I know they got Djax, but Edwards has still been the guy doing that. So I think that he could have a sneaky good game here. All right? Now, if you pull up the game log and you look, other than that stretch where Ruggs was killing it, there's a little pattern I've noticed, okay? Other than that, like, little stretch when, like, Ruggs was, like, really big, okay? We've been seeing this really interesting pattern, with Bryan Edwards. So you'll have absolutely nothing, and then you'll have a good game, and then nothing, good game, nothing, good game, nothing, good game. He had absolutely nothing last game. This could be a good game for him. Could be. Again, I'm not going to sit fucking A.J. Brown for him or nothing like that, But if you're in a deep league, you need a fill-in at, the bye position, something like that, he's worth looking at, all right? He's worth looking at. Could be a sneaky DFS play, too, Play him in daily. You never know. You need a contrarian play like that, someone who can save you money elsewhere. I like Bryan Edwards. I think he could have a sneaky game. And my bust alert. Oh, wait. Sorry. My bench. Let's start off with that. So, I didn't even do the on your bench thing last time, did I? Oh, whatever. I'll make up for it. All right. I'll do like the big wind-up this one. Josh Jacobs. He's been mediocre this season. And, at best. That's pretty much being generous, right? Calling him mediocre. Like, you expect Josh Jacobs to be mediocre. He's been, like, just on the other side of that. I wouldn't quite go in a bust because you weren't really expecting much from him anyway. In fact, most people were thinking he was going to be more of an RB3 than an RB2. But he's actually, most games, he's been in that RB2 range. All right? So he hasn't quite been a bust. But he ain't, and one I'm loving. And against a top 5 run D, no thanks. No thank you. Last 2 weeks, get this. In the last 2 weeks combined, Josh Jacobs has had 16 carries. 16 carries in 2 games. 53 yards total. That's 3.3 yards per carry. Fuck that. No thank you. Against the top 5 D against the run in the Raiders? Nah. I mean, in the Cowboys? Nah, not doing it. Not doing it. Hell, Drake could have a better game. Look for that. Drake could have a better game. I don't think he's going to have a great game, but he could have a better game. You could be seeing less than 10 fantasy points from Josh Jacobs. So put him on your bench. Yeah, that made up for the lack of what I did it for, right? Get the little wind up in there. Anyway, there you go. I'll take a little bit more cream wheat here. What's your favorite cereal, like your favorite comfort breakfast food? There we go. Favorite comfort breakfast food. Put it down there. Good shit. All right. So now we get to the bust alert. My bust alert for this game is Dak Prescott. Hold on a second. Before you go shutting off the show, hear me out. I'm not saying you're going to sit him. I think one person actually left. They're like, fuck this. Anyway, I'm not saying you're going to sit Dak Prescott, okay? But I would be a little bit cautious. And the reason why, okay, I've got some reason why. Vegas isn't really pushovers. They're in the top 15 against quarterbacks. And if Lamb is out, that could be bad. Now, if Lamb is in, I'm not as worried. But if Lamb is out, that could be really bad. Now, Vegas held Burrow to under Joe Burrow. Held Joe Burrow to under 10 fantasy points. Joe Burrow has been killing it to under 10 fantasy points last game. All right? So, in the what have you done for me lately fantasy world, lately the Raiders have been good. And they've been, with Max Crosby putting the pressure on the quarterback, dude. It's been tough. It's been tough for quarterbacks against the Raiders. Again, I'm not saying that you're sitting Dak, okay? You're probably still going to start him unless you have, like if you've got like Dak Prescott and, Pat Mahomes or Dak Prescott and, I don't know, Aaron Rodgers. Even then I'm think I might start Dak, but he doesn't do well without his top guys, Cooper. He doesn't. He's under 15 fantasy points on average, at least when he doesn't have his two top guys. And he got under 10 fantasy points last week. Dude, I'm a little worried about him. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sitting him. I'm just a little bit worried about Dak Prescott this week, okay? Could be a bust, all right? Now, we got one last section here, and then I'm going to start in on your questions, all right? So let's get through this. Buffalo Bills versus the New Orleans Saints tonight, the night game, okay? So here you go. You got some studs. I got some studs for you. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. Love them both. Great matchups. Absolutely. Don't even worry about those guys. Not even going to talk about them. No sense in doing so, okay? Other than that, I just don't see this being a big game. I don't. I see it as either both teams are going to be like low down, or you're looking at like a blowout. What's going on? Weird. Yeah, so either that or you're looking at an hour. What the fuck? Sorry, I was reading something. Anyway, sorry about that. Had a little technical difficulty there. Okay, so where was I? Lost my mind. No, I just think that all in all, this could be a low-scoring game, or Buffalo's going to kill it. And that brings me to my bump of the week, the Buffalo Bills defense. Now, there might be a no-brainer, and you might be just starting them anyway, but a lot of people have been asking about them, like, oh, they've had some down weeks and shit like that. Like, I'm not too worried about that, all right? Now, yeah, like I said, you're not starting anyone with the studs in this game on either side, to be honest with you. I think that in a short week, I think they're going to bounce. I mean, last week they got killed. They got killed by Jonathan Taylor last week, so that's why people are questioning it. Because Jonathan Taylor had this fucking career-ass goddamn game. That guy is the fucking number one overall pick next season. Yeah, I said it. I don't give a fuck. People come up to me, oh, God, the hype. No, dude, have you watched him play? Holy shit. That guy is fucking amazing. Dude, he is the number 1.1 for me next season. So, no, I'm not worried about Buffalo. I think they're going to have a great game. In a short week, they're going to bounce back. They're going to feast on Trevor Siemian. Oh, yeah. The Saints offense, what are they going to do? With everybody, hurt and everything like that, the Saints offense is more barren than a woman who just had a hysterectomy, right? Fuck. They got nothing. So Buffalo D, give them the bump this week. All right. My sleeper for this week be interesting. Juwan Johnson. Yeah. You know why? Because, Troutman's out. So that's part of the reason. The pass catchers, you never know what the fuck's going to happen there. Trevor Siemian's a goddamn wild card. You got no Alvin Kamara. We don't know what they're going to do with Ty Montgomery and Tony Jones. We don't know what's going on there. I think this could be one of those games where Juwan Johnson sneaks in the end zone twice. He gets 3 catches, 2 of them for touchdown. I can see him have that. It's just like once, if you look at the statistics, like he's had that every once in a while. He just when you forget about him, boom, all of a sudden he's got this game. And I think this is one of them. I think I've got it. I think I've nailed you down, Juwan Johnson. Again, you're probably not going to be starting him, but he could have a good game and is a good play in daily. All right? Very contrarian. I don't think he's worth anything. I think he's like the lowest level that you can pay. And then you can save and pay everywhere else. Contrarian play right there. If you're playing the captain's games, it's good for that because you're going to want to load up at the positions that are actually going to, pay off for you. So there you go. Juwan Johnson. The Buffalo's smothering the wide receivers, but they're not as big against tight ends, even though, he's a tight end / wide receiver, but it doesn't matter. It's just like this perfect storm. Like somebody conjured it up. Like I can imagine like someone's got some voodoo shit going on. They're like, oh, Juwan Johnson. It's a gut feeling, all right? That's what it comes down to. It's a gut feeling, but look how big this gut is. It's hard to do. Look at that. That's a big gut, dude, right? I have the gut feeling it might mean something with a gut that big, yeah? Right? Hey. There it is. I like Juwan Johnson as a possible sneaky play this week. So, there you go. There's not much that I'm starting really. It's a stretch, but I just, like I said, it's a gut feeling. All right? Now on to the benches, and I'm benching the Saints D. Now the Saints D has been usable. You can use them, and not just in like matchups that are supposed to be good, but just in general, they've just been good. They've been serviceable. They haven't been great, but they're owned in over 50% of leagues. People are starting them up, but in this game, I hold them back. The Bills' offense is potent. The connection between Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, while not so pronounced at the beginning of the season, is starting to take off. All right? That's how it goes. All right? The QBs get cute in the beginning of the season, but as they need to buckle down, they go after the bread and butter. All right? And that is Stephon Diggs for Josh Allen, and I feel like they're just going to be connected. It's either going to be like just this really low scoring slogfest, and besides, and at that point, there's not going to be a lot of offense to defend, and therefore you're not going to get a lot of interceptions, fumbles, and things like that. So you're not going to score a lot of points in that way, even if you're not having a lot of points scored against you. See, that's the thing is a lot of people think that when you're going out for a fantasy defense, you want to definitely pick one that's going up against a shit team. That works sometimes, but sometimes you want to go up against someone who can throw a lot of interceptions. There might be a lot of offense, but you can get a lot of defensive plays out of it. So anyway, there you go. I'm down on them. Buffalo is top 5 versus defenses. Yeah. I don't like the Saints D this week. So anyway, and finally, before I get to your questions, the bust alert this week is Dawson Knox. I've got him a bust alert. I know we don't like that because we love Dawson Knox. I love Dawson Knox. I was one of the few analysts that were on his ass before in preseason. I was telling you, Hey, I've been hearing about this bromance between Josh Allen, and Dawson Knox. Get on Dawson Knox on it. Fucking dude, he's been killing it. When he wasn't injured, he's been killing it. But the Saints' biggest strength happens to be against tight ends, where they're giving up the fourth least fantasy points. So to tight ends, yeah. So they've held Pitts, RSJ, Arnold, and Henry. Okay, Kyle Pitts, Ricky Seals-Jones, Dan Arnold, and Hunter Henry to under 10 fantasy points. In fact, the only tight end who's gone over 10 fantasy points was Dallas Goedert last week. All right? So, could be a game where Allen's looking at Diggs, he's looking at Beasley, he's looking at Sanders, he's throwing little things to Breida, to Moss here and there, okay? And Knox might be the odd man out. Now, of course, I'm not sitting Knox, if you don't have much at tight end, and because tight end, is kind of a weird position, you might be sitting, starting Knox anyway. I'm just saying, do so, but temper your expectations. And there you go. There's your benches and bumps for the Thursday game. I don't need to do that. Fuck that shit. Get out of here. All right. So now let's get to the questions, man. There's a bunch of them here. So let's get through all of them. Thank you for hopefully that helped. That's the point of this show, right? Okay, we did that. Schultz or Wall, I did that one. We start. Okay, here we go. Nicholas Stafford. Happy Thanksgiving once again, sir. Goddard, Baby Gronk, or Hawkinson. Yeah, I like Baby Gronk. But I gotta go Goddard. On this one. It's steadier. It's one of the two guys that Hurts is throwing to. And I just, he's fine. He's we expected a little more out of him after Ertz left, but he's been all right. He had a couple rough games. I'll give you that. But, for the most part, he's been fine. And, it's a middling defense, New York is, against the tight ends. So, I think he's going to have one of those average games, like 15 fantasy points. And that's solid. This is a nice, solid floor, to be honest. I think that Freiermuth or Baby Gronk has the higher ceiling. As long as Ben's playing, and he is. But I like Goddard just a little bit more. And besides which, it's not a great matchup for Freiermuth this week. I love the Muth or Baby Gronk. See, as I was saying earlier on my show, earlier in the week, I like calling him Baby Gronk because Muth just sounds like Mike Tyson trying to say moose. Hey, it's the Muth. I don't know, that was a bad one. I did a much better impression on the show. What the hell? I gotta wake up. Bang, bang, give me some fucking juice. Wake up juice. All right. So, what was it? Shit on my fucking keyboard. Okay, so. Yeah, where was I? Okay. I'm going Goddard on that one. Thanks for the question. Alejandro Meza, should I keep Cedric Wilson or pick up someone else in the waiver wire? He sent the waiver wire list on Messenger as he keeps Cedric Wilson or pick up someone on the waiver. Real quick, I'll check it out. I'll take a look here. Wait, where did you go? Sorry. Alejandro. I'm not seeing too much. MVS. Maybe. You know what? Keep Cedric Wilson. I do like him. Pure Utopian. Hey, that's my buddy Ant. What's up, Ant? Happy Thanksgiving, man. Hope you get to spend it with at least one of your kids. That's great. I love you, dude. You're awesome. I went and visited this guy in Vegas. Had a great time, man. This summer. Anyway. He's got a question for me. Mike Williams stealing Hollywood, or Metcalf? Odd man out. Who's my odd man out of this one? It's between Williams and Metcalf. I think that Thielen has a fine game, and I think that Hollywood has a pretty good game too. The problem with Metcalf is Russ isn't cooking yet. Until I see Russ cooking, it's hard to go that way. But Metcalf does. I mean, it's going to be a turnaround game for him. It really is. It's Washington. I think this is the game where they finally turn around. I'm not necessarily betting on Russ all the way, but I think that Metcalf can still have a decent game. Let me bring up something here because I just feel like, I feel like against Washington, this is a game that they're giving up the fourth most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. Last couple games, he hasn't been great. When he was playing with Geno, he was still playing well. Come on. Wilson's had, what did I say earlier? When they come back from injury, it's 2 games. They need 2 games to fuck around. And then the third game, they're fine. Here we go. Here's Wilson's third game. I like Metcalf. Keep him in. Keep him in. It's scary. Keep him in. I like Williams though too. He showed that he's still part of the offense last week. I like him, but I just like Metcalf a little bit more this week. Trojan 36. Thank you, Ant, and happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. All right, cheers, everyone. Thanks, Trojan 3659. What up, Tyrant? We safe playing Mooney again? Yeah, I think we are. With no A-Rob there, with no one else for Dalton to throw to, really? Yeah, I like Mooney. Would it be too risky playing Java Williams over Fournette with the better matchup? I think with Gordon still in there, he's taking away too many touches still. Give me Lenny in that one. I like Lenny. In a vacuum, let me take a look at one thing because, like I said, I've been a Leonard Fournette fan and apologist and whatever. He's had his good game. He's had his bad games, But most of them have been pretty good. Now, the Colts are, right now, they're the top. They're giving up the fewest fantasy points to opposing running backs. But I just think with the way the Bucs use their running backs, I think that it's kind of tricky in that case because, they'll switch him in and out. They'll use him in different ways. Fournette's getting, some work in the passing game. I think that, a slight nod to Fournette in this game. Pam, stumped you on the wide receivers. Yeah, you did. You normally don't. Normally I'm just like, I got it. But yeah, you had me on that one. You had to see my thinking process. You got to see. So when you're typing out, because Pam is one of my super freaks, and if you want to be one of my super freaks too, go check out my Patreon link. The link is there in the description. All right, for $5 a month, you get one-on-one fantasy advice. Answers to your questions. Like Alejandro Meza earlier, he's like, dude, I gave you my waiver wire and shit to take a look at. Yeah, I won't do that for everybody. I won't talk to you about extensive conversations about who you're going to trade for just everyone. All right? You got to be a super freak. I'll answer your little questions here and there, of course, but to get more in depth, to answer outside of the vacuum. Hey, when I work my ass off, I just, it's like a street performer. Just throw down a little bit. Throw down a Lincoln once a month, and I'll answer your questions every fucking day. Jesus, that's worth it. For the price less than a trip to Starbucks, once a month, whatever. Doesn't matter. Stumped you, yeah, you did. Hit those likes, people. Thank you. Yeah, we want 10% like we want as many likes as possible. If you're watching this right now, you enjoyed some of the banter and bullshit. You want joining me for breakfast. Maybe you're sitting in bed with me too. Well, not you with me. I don't see anyone else here. Get the I'm just kidding. Yeah, hit like and subscribe. We need. I want to see 600 subscribers. I want to see if we can get 600 subscribers before the end of the show. All right. So if you're one of those 11 people that are currently watching, 2 people left because they don't want to fucking hit it. Whatever. If you're one of those people that are left and you haven't hit subscribe, hit it for me. Let's see if we can get to 600 before the end of the show. That would be exciting. What a way to start Thanksgiving. Give me to 600 subscribers before the end of the show. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, Paul. What's up? Don't know if you have any info on Marlon Mack, but what's up with the Colts? No trade or playing time. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I just think that he drops off. JT's been getting all the work. Hines isn't even getting that much. I think they just, it's all JT. I don't know. I wish they would have traded him. They should have. They definitely should have. Pam, makes sense. Sit Coleman. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks. AJ Brown had another injury, I think. Did he? All right. What? Or is that a joke? I hope not. I mean, I hope it is. I hope that he didn't have an injury is what I'm saying. I'm going to double check. I'm double checking that real quick, though. Hopefully you're not just fucking with me. Just like, oh, yeah, he had another one, of course. We're waiting on that. We know that's going to happen. A.J. Brown did not practice Wednesday. I knew that much, but I thought he was fine because he sustained a chest injury last week, but he still played. Yeah, you know what? I am saying that it's unlikely that he plays. Okay. I was back and forth on that one. In fact, I did mention that that's why you got to pick up Nick Westbrook-Akina. Okay? So there you go. And that makes it easier anyway, that one question. Yeah, A.J. Brown's out, so fuck it. Don't play him. Don't put an injured guy in your fucking squad. What are you doing? Everybody just left. Everyone's like gone now. Oh, no, some people come back. People are just cycling in and out. It's cool. I like it. I got a lot of questions answered. Renfro or MG3. I've never heard him called that before. I like that. MG3. Yeah. Yeah, actually, that is a good question. Let me check out something here. Melvin Gordon. Mr. Melvin Gordon, come on down. Oh, the Melvin Gordon revenge game. I have not. Yeah, I gotta start him for that. Dude. Go MG3. In the Melvin Gordon revenge game against the Chargers, I like him. Besides which, the Chargers are bottom 10 against running backs. In fact, to be more accurate, they're the 9th. So, yeah, definitely, bottom 10 against running back. I like him. I like Melvin Gordon this week. Revenge game narrative. We all love that shit. Oh, sorry, Alejandro. I didn't mean to skip you there. Damian Harris or Ty Johnson. Give me Damian Harris. Houston D or Panthers D. Give me Panthers D. Everyone's on Houston D. Everyone's like, oh, they've been playing okay. Now they're playing the Jets. I don't know. It seems fluky to me. It's not a bad play. I just think the Panthers plays a little bit better just because they have better defense. There you go. Jacobs today or Gaskin on Sunday. Oh, Jesus, really? Oh, shit. I'm sorry there, Mike B70. I am sorry that is your what you got to choose between because I don't like either of them. I don't think either of them have a good matchup. I guess I'm slightly going toward Jacobs. Happy Thanksgiving, says Phil DeCane. Phil, happy Thanksgiving to you, sir. All right. Thank you. Pam, so play Hunter Henry or Hawk. Hunter Henry. I start the wrong fucking. Yeah, and that's how it goes. I like Hunter Henry a little bit better this week. I'm going with it. Sticking with it. Trey, what's up, Trey? Wentz versus Tampa Bay. I like when people do that, all right? I do generally, I mean, of course, I want to know at least somewhat who's facing what this week. But it's nice when you put it right there so I don't have to think about it. All right, Wentz versus Tampa Bay or Heineke versus Seattle. I like both matchups, but I'm going to give the slight nod to Wentz just because, it's a little bit better offense. Although Washington's been playing better. They're hotter. Overall, though, slight nod to Wentz. All right? Because I don't have the little graphic here. I didn't do the mixed notes this week. So, yeah, I'm saying we're going to see Carson Wentz and not Wentz this week. Last week I said it was Wentz, and he had a bad week. All right, so now I'm 1 for 1 on the Wentz calls. So here we go. Wentz For the second week that we switched, because we used to do famous Jameis or heinous Jameis, but since he went down with injury, we had to switch it. We started with last time with Wentz. So I'm going Wentz last time. This time I'm going Wentz. Carson Wentz. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving from Walter. What's up, Walter? Another one of my super freaks. Yeah, you want to be a super freak too? Get that on Patreon. I'll answer your questions one-on-one. You get exclusive content. Anyway, Walter, what's up, my man? Happy Thanksgiving to you, Mind Guru. We've been on this like kick of doing because we've been talking about shorts. Anyway, that's a really bad impression. It's probably like he and I are the only ones involved in this whole fucking broadcast right now that know what the fuck Hogan's Heroes is. No, I bet Carolyn does too. Pam might. It's not to say, the older generation, but the better generation. I'm just kidding. So, are the Packers really going to risk Aaron Jones' long-term health by playing him this week? I've been wondering about that. And that makes it really hard when you're trying to decide, when you got 3 games to go on Thursday and you're trying to decide who to start. Because I've got Aaron Jones in a league, and I've got A.J. Dillon in a league. And I'm like, I can't start either one of them over anybody on Thursday. It's hard. I hear you. Do I think – here's what I think. This is my thought, and I could be wrong. I think that they are going to start Aaron Jones, but I think that it's going to be a committee, 50-50 between him and Dillon. So I'm not big on either one of them this week. Although, either one of them could go off, but you don't know which one it's going to be. It's really a game time decision, or, for that, keep an eye on it. Come back to me on the Tinker Stinker Power Hour Sunday morning, and I'll have a better answer for you. But if it's like, well, yeah, but then I have to choose somebody, that's playing today or not. If it's a good matchup, go with this person playing today. Excuse me. So, there you go. Brian, what's up, Brian? Happy Thanksgiving to you. Mooney or Bateman in standard? Ooh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one, but with no one else to throw to, I'm going to give a slight nod, slightest of nods to Mooney. I think that they're both going to be, around that wide receiver 2 range this week. So, I like them both. Slight nod to Mooney. Don, what's up, Don? Every time I play Saints, happy Thanksgiving to you, by the way. Every time I play Saints defense, they do negative. I give up using them. I don't blame you. That's why I have them as a bench this week. And if I didn't say it, and I think I did, you're putting the Saints defense on your bench. Or maybe I already said that about them. Who did I miss that on? That doesn't matter. Oh, no, I did miss it on them. So, yeah, there you go. Putting them on your bench. There you go. All right. Who do we got? Holy shit. What happened there? Sorry. More technical difficulties. Oh, fuck. How did we get all the way to the bottom? All right. Hey, happy Thanksgiving. Richard in the house. What's up, Richard? Mr. Richard Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Richard Davis. I think it's Richard Davis. I do have a couple Richards. So it could be Richard Davis. Could be Richard Ybarra. I'm not sure. Anyway, Schultz. Richie. What? Schultz a must play. Richard Gison. I don't give a shit. That's cool. I don't know what you mean by that. Schultz is a must play. Yeah, love him this week. Don, Waddle, or Freeman in the flex. Everyone else is injured or on a bye. You're damn right they are. No. Waddle. I like Waddle this week, actually. I was looking into it. I wasn't so into it at first, and then the more I look into it, I really do like Waddle this week. Michelle, what's up? Happy Thanksgiving to you, my darling. How you doing? Haven't spoken to you in a while. Hopefully you've been all right. Looking for a wide receiver, too. Cooks versus New York Jets. Or Higgins versus Pittsburgh. Yeah. Lost Woods. I'm a Zelda fan, so I just read Lost Woods. I'm like, Sorry, that was fucking lame-ass dance. Anyway, it's nothing like the fucking Goron King, who's like, do-do-do-do-do. Anyway, sorry. Went all fucking nerdy Zelda for a second there. Because I saw the word Lost Woods. Anyway, so there you go. Cooks versus the Jets, or Higgins versus Pittsburgh. I'm going Higgins. The Jets are actually pretty good against wide receivers. They give up a lot more against. I think it could be a sneaky game for David Johnson, actually. Interesting. Now, that's a real contrarian DFS play, but I think that one could actually pay off. So, anyway, set up here. Sorry, Michelle. You picked up Van Jefferson as well. Yeah. But I'm starting Higgins. Like Higgins this week. Yep. Thanks, Michelle. And happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. All right. Pam, Mac Jones versus Tennessee. Heineke versus the Seattle Seahawks. Burrow versus Pitt. Pick 2. Burrow's already in. Yeah, keep him in there. And then also put in Heineke while you're at it. All right. I think Heineke is a really good game this week. I know you're talking about him probably as my quarterback sleeper on benches and bumps. The full benches and bumps, which takes place, of course, Saturday morning. Facebook user could be Richard. I don't know. Non-Thursday question. Pittman, Lockett, Waddle, lock it down. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really like Lockett. I want to say Pittman because I love Pittman. And I did say that it's going to be Carson Wentz this week because it's just generally a decent matchup. Because Tampa Bay, they're stout against the run, but they're pretty middling, if not on the positive side, against the passing game. So I do like Pittman this week. It's hard between him and Waddle, though. That's the real question. Until I see Russ cooking, I might be starting Metcalf, but I'm a little concerned about Lockett there. So, like I said, Pittman, I think I want to double check this, but I'm pretty sure Pittman's got the better matchup over Jalen Waddle. They're going up against Carolina. They just don't have. Gaskin, I don't think is going to run much, so they're going to have to play. They're going to have to throw, and Tua to Waddle is kind of matchup proof at this point. So give me Waddle. Barely like Waddle over Pittman this week. And I don't normally say that because I like Pittman. So anyway, nice lamp. There you go. There's Richard Ybarra. Yeah. Hey, it's Thanksgiving, but after today, all bets are off. Anybody who complains, if you complain about Christmas being too early after that, I do it too if it's before Thanksgiving. But if it's after Thanksgiving, you're like, oh God, Christmas. Yo, shut up. The second you get in the car and you go home after Thanksgiving and you're not putting on Christmas records, you're not putting on Christmas songs, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, look at this. It's that made it harder to see, actually. But it's the leg lamp from Christmas Story. Yeah. Electric sex glowing over here next to my bong. Let me take a hit real quick, and then I'm going to finish the questions. And then I'm going to head out and do my shit. Anyway, were you talking about that, or were you calling this a lamp? I don't know. I'm assuming you're a Christmas Story fan, and we're heading into the holiday season. So there you go. Love it. I have it all year. Oh, wait, did we? We went into other classical shit. So, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We like the classical music in the background. I don't even know if you guys can hear it. There you go, Pam. Yeah, that's a cool lamp. It's a major award. Yeah, I know. That's a major award. That's funny. Fragile. Yeah, Let's just keep talking about that. We'll sit there. We'll keep talking about Christmas Story. Not a joke hand thing. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. I don't know why I forgot that about A.J. Brown. I did know that he had an injury. I don't know why that fucking slipped my mind. I just haven't done my full benches and bump yet. So, yeah, kicker, a favorite, Matt Gay or Greg Joseph. Give me Greg Joseph. I think that if both are really fine choices, honestly. But let me bring up something. for Matt Gay. I just think against the Packers, Aaron Rodgers is going to be scoring. It's going to be kind of like a shootout going on between Stafford. Did it somehow get darker in here? What the hell? Let me turn that on. No, that doesn't help. I don't know what happened. Anyway, it seemed to get darker. Or maybe because lights are shining from it doesn't matter. So sorry. Where was I? Yeah, I don't know why I forgot about that. But anyway, okay, so Matt Gay. Yeah. So I just think that's going to be a high-scoring game. So we're going to see a lot more extra points from Matt Gay than field goals. And on the other side of that, for Greg Joseph, I think that, they're going up against the Niners. I think the Niners defense is good enough for them. Okay, so the 49ers defense is really good at stopping, in the red zone. I don't know what number they're at, but I'm pretty sure they're in the top 10 as far as red zone defense goes. Okay, but that's the thing is they can allow people to get down there, especially Kirk Cousins, and Dalvin Cook and Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. They can get them down in the red zone, but they might miss it. They might not be able to get into the end zone. And in that case, Greg Joseph looks to have a good game. Dude has scored double-digit fantasy points and as a kicker, that's a big thing. In let's see, 5 out of the last 6 games. And the one that he didn't, he scored 7, which is still, serviceable. He only had 1 game this year below 7 fantasy points where he had 1 point in week 4. But other than that, these dude's been on fire. Okay, I got to go with Greg Joseph this week too. All right, so there it is. There's your kicker question. See, I'm even answering those. Michelle, what's up? Happy Thanksgiving to you. If I didn't say it already, need a QB as Mahomes on a bye. Should I play Burrow, Wentz, or Heineke? I don't necessarily putting all my trust into Wentz. I don't think he's going to have a bad game. And I definitely, between him and Heineke, I definitely like Wentz. But I mean, come on. I mean, I know he had a bad game last week. It's division matchup against Pittsburgh. They're middling against quarterbacks. I don't fear them. I like Joe Burrow this week. I think he's going to do fine. I think he's going to have a bounce back week. I like him. I like his pass catchers. I just think in general, I like him this week. Go with Burrow. Love me some Burrow. All right, Burrow or Jimmy G? Burrow. This is weird. Okay, I don't know what happened, but it suddenly got darker. My lighting, you can barely, I'm fucking some weird shadow or something. And I don't know what's going on. Who knows? I need another bite of this shit. Cream of wheat, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love it. It's good shit. It makes you feel all good inside. I don't know why. Put a little brown sugar and butter on it, dude. Mwah! Good shit. So, there we go. Burrow, love him. Don't say that I need Dylan to score. Yeah, so do I. Oh, it's Ybarra. There you go. Not Davis. See? There you go. Happy Thanksgiving. What is that? Get that. It's hard. I'm so far away right now from it. I can't even get that something. Yeah, whatever. Thank you. Wentz or Russ? Hey. Go Russ. Yeah, I just feel it this week. What's good, Tyrant? Rip that bong for me. All right, Bryce. This is for you, sir. Let me know what happened with that. You mentioned that you're putting it over the intercom at your school, the show. I want to know if anything happened with that. Anyway. Michelle. Tyrant, you're the best. Love all your life. Wait, what? Tyrant, you're the best. Love all your lives. I don't know what that means. Happy Thanksgiving, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Love all your lives. Oh, like my live shows. All right, got it. Took me. Like I said, it's early morning here on the West Coast. I've been up since 3:30. All right, I'm probably gonna take a nap after. No, I won't. I have way too much I gotta do. Anyway, much love to you all, to you there, Michelle, and your whole Hasledine family. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. All of you, happy Thanksgiving. Bryce, awesome comment. Yeah, there you go. Is CD starting? I've been looking into it, and I haven't received an update. Has anyone else seen anything? I'm actually gonna look for you, because I've been looking at, every few minutes. You don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes I'm sitting here, I look like I'm fucking around, but I'm actually looking shit up, trying to give you some information. Let's see. What is the latest update? He is officially, this is of 28 minutes ago, CeeDee Lamb did not make it through protocol, and he will not be starting today. CeeDee Lamb is out, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Schultz, boom, you go up. Cedric Wilson, boom, you go up. Gallup, you're up. All right? Overall, Cowboys are down. Dak could be a sneaky bad game for him. All right? So there you go. Breaking the news for y'all this morning. Lamb is out. Yeah. No lamb for Thanksgiving. It's all right. We got turkey. It's terrible. What? Sorry, I'm pissing me off with this lighting. I don't know what's going on. I think it's like we had a brownout or something. So I apologize. I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. It wasn't. Ask anybody who was here from the beginning. It was actually a lot better. Good morning, Heineke or Prescott. Give me Prescott still. I still got to go with Prescott, because I ain't sitting him. I like Heineke this week, though, but I got to go Prescott. Don, gobble, gobble, enjoy your turkey day. Thanks for all you do. Hey, thank you so much for all your love and support and continued viewership. Don, thank you so much. You're one of the founding members of the Tyrant Gang. All right, hashtag Tyrant Gang for everybody out there. Put it up on everything. Write it on the stalls, and local restaurant bathrooms. Whatever you got to do. Put it out on Twitter. Put it out on Instagram. Whatever. Everywhere you go, hashtag Tyrant. When you're talking about fantasy football, hashtag Tyrant. Let people know, because I got a big contest coming up. So you may as well get, going, get in the habit of doing it, because the more you do, the better chance you have of winning a contest. And this one's big. And I'm going to announce that on Tuesday's show. All right. There we go. CD is out. Yep. We went by that. Corey, what's up? Ty, how you doing? Doing good, Corey. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Thanks, Tyra. Have a great day. Hey, thanks, Pam. Have a happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. CD is out. Yeah. We went through that. CD is out. That's what everyone's saying. Didn't pass concussion protocol. Yep. Thank you. Everyone's got my back. I don't know what's going on. You guys, I'm trying to do a show, and you guys are looking up the info for me. Thank you. But I did get it. But thank you so much for all your help. Matt, thanks for everything, and happy Turkey Day to all. And good luck, except Big Cass. Fuck him. He's going down this week. Yeah. All right. I want to know. I'm interested to see that. Both of you are super freaks of mine, so I can't really take sides. It's like trying to pick my favorite kid. I might have one, but I'm gonna let you know who it is. Anyway, hashtag Tyrant Gang. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Pam. And there you go. On that note, that little note that you just heard, that's the end of the show. So, hey, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Eat your fucking heart's content. Eat all the pie that you want and all that shit. I'm surprised no one got mad or brought up the controversial thumbnail for this show, where I give a bump to mashed potatoes and gravy and a bench to stuffing. That's a controversial topic. Why are there more people rolling in? I'm almost done here. go rewind and watch the show. You'll probably get your questions answered. If you don't, hit me up on Facebook. I'll answer as many questions as I can. I'm not promising anything unless, of course, you're one of my Patreon members. If you're a member on Patreon, I answer your question anytime you want. Ask like Carolyn, for instance. She has an email with me where she was like emailed me like 6 different emails for 6 different leagues, tons of questions. Boom, I knocked them out. I got them to her this morning. All right, I take care of my people. So if you want one-on-one answers, for sure, get me on Patreon. Otherwise, try me. See if I have time to answer questions after this. A couple more rolling in here real quick, and I'll get those before we go. Probably not even a question. Have an awesome Turkey Day and Football Day. Great show as usual. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it. I wonder if there's some people that are new to this concept. Every Thursday morning, Thursday BnB, a Thursday bed and breakfast in bed, benches and bumps. So it's like a BnB. Anyway, doesn't matter. BnB square. So, I sit here, I wake up early for you guys. Anyway, so we love it. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Cass, born and bred to rip and shred. Matt, I'm coming. Hey, I'm going to give you all one last one before we go, all right? So here we go, everyone. If you missed the show, rewind it, watch it. Let me know what you think. If you got questions, put them up. I may or may not be able to answer. I'll do the best I can, all right? So we got a little bit before, I think just a little less than an hour, I think, before games start. So anyway, here's to you all. Good luck this week. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a safe, wonderful Thanksgiving. Eat to your heart's content. Eat that extra slice of pie. It's a one time. Don't let anyone tell you what to do. Eat that extra slice of pie, right? Let the little notch out of the belt. Put the pants. Wear the stretch pants. Do that. I don't care if you're a lady or a guy. Wear stretch pants. Fucking, pajama pants. Why? Why not? Why would you not? Who cares? You're with family probably, right? So here we go. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Enjoy your meals tonight. Happy holidays to you all. I'm going to be back Saturday morning for the benches and bumps for the rest of your show, for the rest of the games, all right? Benches and bumps for the rest of the games Saturday morning, okay? Until then, I'm out. Peace.